Howdy folks, and welcome to Hawkmore Outdoors. And on this episode, we got a DIY project to make some fuzzy dice fishing lures. So, y'all stay tuned. Now, some of our viewers might be asking, what in the world is a fuzzy dice fishing lure? Well, it's the latest craze over in Japan. The Japanese are big-time bass fishermen, and what this bait is basically a soft plastic cube, that's how they get the dice name, with some tentacles hanging out of it. It's supposed to resemble microorganisms that bass first fed on when they were hatched. Now, these would be like amoebas, zooplankton, things like that. Well, the next question is, why am I troubling myself making these baits? If the Japanese anglers are tearing the fish up over in Japan, why don't I just run on down to Walmart, pick up a pack of these baits, and go fishing? Well, the answer to that is simple. They're not available. Most of these baits are made by Japanese companies. There's a few domestic lure companies getting into this game, but they're not widely available yet. So to order some of these Japanese baits, it was going to take over a month to get them here. And it's toward the end of fishing season right now. I just don't have a month to wait. I want to go fishing now with these things. Plus, another reason to make your own, and this is the big reason for a lot of people, these baits, these Japanese baits, are expensive. Like a pack of 4 of these baits costs about 20 bucks. With $5 with a little bitty soft plastic, I could see why people would want to make their own. Here's some of the supplies you're going to need to make these fuzzy dice baits. Number one, you're going to need some sort of soft plastic bait. You can experiment using a variety of different things like these round worms. I had a pack of these Crawdad jig trailers. Never really used them. They've just been taking up space. What better way to put them to use? Another thing you're going to need, skirt material. I bought a pack from Amazon. You could go through your tackle box and find an old jig, maybe an old buzz bait that has a skirt, something you're not using anymore, some broken baits, and recycle that skirt material on those baits you already have. Another thing that I bought on Amazon that you wouldn't necessarily have to, some large gauge needles to run through the bait and thread your skirt material through the bait itself. I say you may not have to use these. If you had a large straight shank hook, you could just run the eyelet of that hook through your soft plastic, put your skirt material through the eyelet of that hook, bring it back through your bait. You could make these without having to spend money. You already probably have the material to make these baits. So we're going to go ahead and start with this little Crawdaddy jig trailer. We'll take these little Cast King scissors and we'll cut his pinchers off. We'll square up this body just a little bit and we'll cut the tail of him off there and that. So what I'm left with, it's not cube. It's not a cube exactly, but it is kind of a rectangle. It does have some roundness to it, but now the idea with the original fuzzy dice bait, they were cube, and when they'd go through the water, they'd kind of have like that motion when it would sink. I've threaded that skirt material onto my needle, kind of just made it even on both sides here. Now I've found there's several different ways you can do this. Pierce that soft plastic body about half of the way through, so you got an equal amount on this side and an equal amount on the other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my snips, my little scissors here, to cut it. I want to pull through just a little bit more. Okay, so now what we've got here, what we're left with is skirt material on both sides. We have 2 strands now. And what I'm gonna do the top there. I'm gonna run another one through the bottom, and I'm gonna run them through the sides. Same process, pretty straightforward. This is my finished product. You know, I'm making them all different colors. different sizes. I'm gonna see what works best. I mean, it doesn't really look like much of anything. I guess I was never a baby bass growing up on amoebas. I mean, that's what they look like to them. I don't know. It might just look like something funky in the water they want to eat. Either way, you know, the ones you buy from Japan, they don't look like much either. So I think I'm pretty much, I think, right on target what they're supposed to look like. It's the next day, and I'm ready to get in the creek and catch some fish with my fuzzy dice baits. I made an assortment of baits, some big, crazy looking. Some of these I just took like a regular bait. There's a Hellgrammite, and just added a little extra to it. See that? I think I'm gonna start with the one I made with you guys last night. Really kind of like how that one came out. You can rig these all sorts of different ways. A lot of people run them with a drop shot. I'm not doing that today. I'm fishing a creek. It's pretty shallow. Maybe the deepest it gets out here might be about 5 or 6 feet. I'm just gonna run it on a drop shot hook, just weightless, and see how we do. If I need to make changes along the way, I certainly will, and I'll let you guys know. That's a fish. No kidding. There we go. There we go, guys. Heck yes. Look at that. Yeah, get you unhooked, get you sent on the way. A little smallmouth to start the day off on the fuzzy dice bait I made myself. Another fish already. What do we got? A little rock bass. So, there you go, guys. The fuzzy dice bait that I made with you guys yesterday. Catching fish. There you go. Fish on. We're gonna just keep them on. Yeah. No rocky. Hey, quit that. There we go, guys. Another small rock bass on my homemade fuzzy dice bait. Another little rock bass. One thing I'm noticing, they are taking this thing deep when they do it. Open up. There we go. Well, I was trying to say earlier, while I was unhooking that fish, most of these catches, when they go after it, they take it. It's not just in the front of their mouth. I mean, that thing, they're after it. But what's good, you can pull that bait on up the line there. So all that's left in the fish is just that hook, and you can get your hook out easier. There he is. Yeah. Finally, a little bigger rock bass. Man. Goodness, guys, that's a good one. On that fuzzy dice bait. Made from some old junk plastic lures I had laying around and some skirt tails. Anybody can do this if I can do it. There it is. Yeah. Yep. Come on up here, buddy boy. Just nice little smallie for this creek. Just a good little guy here. All right, Mr. Smallmouth, thanks for playing. Come on out of here. Oh, get out of that brush. There you go. I need to start bringing a net with me. That's going to conclude our experiment, I do believe, on the fuzzy dice. They do work. That's another pretty smallmouth. I've caught so many, I lost count. Go ahead and get you back in the water there, mister. Time to call it a day out here on the creek. Had a lot of luck on that fuzzy dice bait that I made myself. It's a nice little project. If you're interested, it doesn't take a whole lot. You can do it yourself. I'm sure the Japanese baits work just as well too. If you got the money and the time to wait on one, I'm sure they work. If y'all have used one, sound off in the comments. I'd be glad to hear about it. Also, I want to thank my buddy Paul for letting me come down here on his creek today. Really do appreciate that. I want to thank y'all for watching today's episode. Like and subscribe if you'd like. We'd really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time on Hawkmare Outdoors.